Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is yet another day, a new day, a bright Sunday, a day that the Lord has made, that we should all be glad and rejoice in it. A sunny day. Today, we bring you another episode of From the Beginning. What is from the beginning is life experience. Someone is here to share with us how his life has been, the journey of his life, the obstacles that have come along life way, and how far he has been able to endure up to this point. Today with me at the studio from Richmond Media, streaming live on YouTube and live on Facebook as well, is Mr. Ackon George. Brother Ackon, you are welcome to Richmond Media.
Thank you.
How are you today?
By God's grace, I'm highly favored. And you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for making it possible to this program. I know you a bit, but no one knows who Brother Ackon is. So, can you please tell us who you are?
Okay. I want to use this opportunity to thank the Most High God for allowing us to again meet again as a family, and also to thank the Richmond Media viewers and listeners as well. As he said, my name is Ackon George. That's my name. I'm married to one woman, which is opposite sex, not same sex. One opposite sex person. Yeah. So that's me, Ackon George.
Thank you so much, Brother Ackon. Um, how far in life are you? Where did life start from?
Okay. A place called Konongo in the Ashanti region. That's where I was born. And by God's grace, I schooled within the Ashanti region. So my basic school from Ashanti region, SHS and tertiary, all from Ashanti region. But currently working within the Volta region as a nurse, and also in combination with the medical missionary work as well.
Thank you so much. How difficult has it life been from childhood up to this point?
Okay, I always say that to be able to achieve a successful life, it's not easy task. And also life itself is not something which is easy, but it's difficult and challenges. But it depends on how you'll be able to manage amidst that difficulties and challenges. So as I started, life was not an easy from the beginning, but from when I remember basic school, primary school, it seems things were cool. But when I entered the SHS, it wasn't all that easy. And any list that will come, for example, during exams time, any list that will come where they will be sacking those who are not able to pay their school fees and co, especially at the exams are from SHS 1 till I completed. Always my name will be among them, and we will stand outside before we will be allowed to go. Then I remember one time, few minutes to or few months to WASI, they were mentioning names for those who will not be able to register because they've not paid, not because they've referred or they have low this thing, but they will not be able to pay because of school fees. And I was owing them huge. But fortunately, something happens. I took that initiative that amidst every challenge, you need to find a way out. But I was able to approach one church in Ashanti region, Amakum Church. I was not fellowshipping there, but one Saturday I was in Kumasi, from Konongo to Kumasi. I said, let me enter this church. When I entered, I asked them, this is my situation. They directed me to the education unit, and by God's grace, they sought me out. So I was able to go through. Then the greatest challenge there was that immediately leaving the school after the final exams, reaching house, I went there with some of my friends so that we can cook, eat, and we all depart. I realized that where we were staying has been sold. So we're just only one single room. That's 5 people were going to. That's my mother and my other 3 siblings in attached to me. So it wasn't an easy thing. But by God's grace, we've been able to prove on to tertiary. To tertiary, without registration or without payment of fees, you will not be allowed to do course registration. But always I will pay during exams time, but at the same time, whilst people are going to beg for half payment, I will be going, like if it's 1,004, I'm going to beg with 200 cedis. And to the administration, it's always an insult I'm doing to them. But by God's grace, I said that once there is life, and once there is one problem, that is, let's say, school fees, don't wait till you refuse to learn and depend or be thinking about the fees or that obstacle. That is one. For second one to be added, because if I relied on school fees not paying and that things, the struggles I'll be going through, I'll not learn. And when the exams comes, I'll also be referred, and it will be school fees, referral, dismissal. The problems will be 3. So by God's grace, I always say that when the problems like this come, how I was able to be out of it is that I gather that courage that when the problems come, let's face that instant problem, but don't wait for more problems to also overcome. So that's what I can say for now.
Thank you so much. You did mention of Amakum Church. When you say Amakum Church, what do you mean? Because there are so
Okay,
many churches in Amakum. Yeah.
Sure. Amakom SDA Church is the church I'm talking about. They really did a very good job, because I was fellowshipping in Konongo, and I realized that, currently in our world, where you have problem and where you used to stay, when you send your problem there, the next morning or the next day, it's out there. So I decided to introduce myself to different people, but they took my number, did some background checks, and realized that indeed I'm a Christian, and what I was saying was true. They even called the school, and Amakom SDA Church, the education unit or department within the church, did a marvelous work. So Amakom is Amakom SDA Church I'm talking about.
Thank you so much for letting us know about that. And so, are you able to meet upon all these problems that you have been through? Are you able to meet your set target in life at all?
Okay, thank you. By God's grace, seeing myself now and comparing it to the past, if I'm supposed to look at the past and rely there, it means I will not be able to prove on. But currently, my current state to the past, I have seen that God is still and more and every day opening closed doors for me. And I'm heading where I'm heading now is into my deepest goal, and I'm achieving them gradually. So I'm on my way. And by God's grace, I'm highly favored.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching us live from Richmond Media, coming to your doorsteps, streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. And it's from the beginning life experience. Someone's life experience will help shape yours. So why don't you join us wherever you are? And whoever is joining us this afternoon, please continue to share the good news to your friends and family, and ask everyone to join us at this moment, right from Richmond Media to your doorsteps. If you are watching us, please, there is a promotion that is going on at the moment. Why don't you ask 50 of your family and friends to join us, to subscribe to this channel? And then you too will be able to watch 50 of our videos, and that may give you a laptop, because it's a promotion that is going on. The second prize is mobile phone, 40 people to subscribe and you watch 40 of our videos. The third one is a hamper. You'll be able to tell us the good things in the hamper. Is you ask 30 people to watch, and then you watch 30 of our videos and ask 30 people to subscribe. The fourth one is ask for 20 people to subscribe and you watch 20 of our videos. And the fifth prize is you ask 15 people to subscribe and then watch 15 of our videos. At the end of each video, just take a screenshot and send it to the number that is on the promotion flyer, which is 0796056682. Thank you. The number will come again. And it's OA Pay. The number, sorry, I state it again, is 0796056895. Thank you so much. Keep watching us until the end of the program. It's life experience. There is OA Pay, money transfer company that's transferring money from everywhere that you are to Ghana. Why don't you use this company and tell us what you experienced? The first time that you use OA Pay, please, you have the chance of getting £7 from whatever you are sending. You will use a code, and the code is RICHMO, RICHMO. Is it for school fees? Is it for feeding or hospital bills? Or you are embarking on a project that you need money instantly? Why don't you try us and tell us how your experience is? Just send it to us and we will straight away send it to your family members and they will call you to testify about it. Thank you so much and keep watching us live from Richmond Media. Mr. Ackon, are you able to meet your set target at all in life?
Yeah, yeah. By God's grace, my set target from where I am now and how I'm just listing them. I thank God that He guided me from nowhere to now reaching where I want to be. So my set target, if it's like a ladder, by God's grace, currently I'm just stepping on it going forward because I don't let my back just discourage me, but moving on with Christ Jesus. And by God's grace, I'm on it and He's doing well for me.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ackon. I know it has not been easy coming to this far, but who has been your greatest inspiration and motivator in life?
Okay. I remember when things seems difficult and when things seems disorganized, my late grandmom will call you and will tell you that have patience and be calm. Then when I entered the Seventh-day Adventist Church, I had opportunity to also meet one man, Mr. Joseph Owusu. Whenever he will call you, he will tell you, believe in yourself, you can do it. Believe in yourself, you can do it. So being patient, believing in yourself, you can do it, has really helped me not to turn anywhere, but believing in myself. By God's grace, these things have been my inspiration message wherever I go. And I'm always happy that no matter the difficulties, by believing in myself, I can always do it. Christ on my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This moment, we will continue to acknowledge our viewers. Brother Owusu Queen says, where are you now in life, bro? So that is to you, Brother George. George and George, okay.
Okay. Hello.
We are here.
Yeah, I think the question was, where am I now in life?
Yeah.
Oh, currently, by God's grace, I'm working as a professional nurse and also blended with a missionary. So I will say that I'm currently a professional nurse. Again, because I developed the interest of adding ministry work to it, I've also learned non-professionally, or we will say informal education in aspect of natural and naturopathic courses as well. So currently, that's where am I.
Natural and what? Please repeat it again.
Natural ways of healing. So in summary of that aspect is naturopathy. Naturopathy. That's healing minus chemical by the use of nature. And that's the summary of the naturopathy.
Okay, thank you so much. The COVID-19 came to change normal life to a new norm, which we are all experiencing at the moment. How has that affected your work as a nurse? Is it within the naturopathy and evangelists as a whole? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I remember during the COVID era, there were so many issues. There were so many hopeless messages out there, and people were discouraged. People were losing hope. Because I'm a general nurse and also as a counselor per my profession and also per the naturopathy course, I was able to identify that this is the time people need Christ more through the health ministry or the health, the work I'm doing. So I was able to gather some people. I was able to identify those approaches. And when the things were tough, to the extent that everywhere they were saying there was no drug, there was nothing healing. By God's grace, I was able to project to those I had an encounter that once scientists and people's and humans' knowledge ends, that is where God's knowledge also begins. And when it comes to healing, the ultimate person who heals is Jesus Christ. Therefore, by consulting him, eating well to boost your immune system, and also adapting to whatever plan your prescribers have given you, never lose hope. So it helped me to give me an opportunity to again reach the dying soul through the evangelism and the medical missionary aspect.
Thank you so much, Brother Ackon or Brother George. However, I will say it is Brother George.
Yeah, welcome. It's like it has started raining at my end,
Oh,
and
okay.
that's why I'm having that challenge.
That's okay. We can still hear you, so that's okay for us. Brother George Osubequin says, "Thank you, name. That's really fantastic. God bless you, bro, and God bless you too, Brother Osubequin, for always making it possible, spending your time with us. And God bless everyone for watching us wherever you are watching us from at this moment." Brother Akon, what has been
Wow.
your biggest challenge? Brother
Please,
Akon, can you hear
I'm
me?
hardly to hear you.
Oh, what has been your biggest challenge and joy
Okay,
for working as a
my
nurse and evangelist? Yeah.
my main challenge, right? I think that's the question you are asking.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, my main challenge with my profession, my
Yeah.
main challenge with my profession, is that you realize that when it reach a time, you've identified that people are on certain conditions, and that conditions are termed to be some long-term condition on them, being it chronic as they've been tagged. But after assessing most of them, you realize that there could be some lifestyle modification or some petty changes that they can also adapt so that that term chronic can be off from them. And this has been my greatest challenge, to the point that that helped me and gingered me to be able to learn more about how to erase or help such clients I approach. And by God's grace, we are able to do. But the greatest challenge is some people who are reluctantly, after adhering to some lifestyle changes and they get positive results, then go back and now again encounter that condition. And it has been some little challenge that we are facing as part of my profession is concerned.
So, do you consider yourself healing someone naturally without any medications?
Okay. When if I can from for the past years, those who visited the various facilities that are on some medications, then we going deeper to again explain how they can also change some errors unknowingly, most of them. It's yielding a good result because we do it. I have taken it personally upon myself on some of our clients, and by God's grace that is helping. And we have some cases that also through the natural aspect has also yielded a good outcome out there, and that's to the glory of God because we do it all the glorification of the name of the Most High.
Okay, so has someone come to testify based on what you are telling us?
Okay, we have various category of people because you know my work is general nurse and a medical missionary. You realize that when you are going for an evangelism, then you reach a dying soul who is poor, but you want the person to listen to your word, the word of God. Because of such healing or the financial difficulties, the person has not been able to approach the healthcare facility. But at the same time, the person might be doing wrong. Therefore, my duty is to be able to know about nature so that we can correct that errors too, so that complications will not pop up. And by God's grace, we have some people, by God's grace, we have monitored from day one till delivery, pregnant women who have delivered. They visit the ANC, they go to their clinics on natural way, and they have delivered. Some children are at the age of 2 years, 3 years, and co. And we have some people who have suffered from some chronic conditions, and by God's grace, taking them off from the junks and guiding them well. We have good result there. They are uncountable. They are uncountable.
We thank God for that. Brother George Owusu says that is fantastic. So, along within this your profession, um, are you okay? We cannot see you.
Yeah, I'm listening because it was raining here, so I want to get the question well.
Oh, okay. Have you really come across any problem at all within the uh, naturopathy?
Okay, no, I will say no because in life, you know, when I was doing my
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the network is not helping us at the moment because we are Mr. Ackon, brother Ackon, is really joining us from Ghana at the moment, and he said it's been raining at the moment, so that is really affecting the network. So if you see any problem, it's not coming from this end, it's coming from Ghana network. So please bear with us. He will join us as soon as the network becomes stable. So whoever is watching us at this moment, we really appreciate the fact that you are spending your time with us this bright Sunday afternoon. It's too sunny for us, so that's why I'm wearing this telling you that yes, we also have the sun at the moment. Please, if you are watching us from wherever you are, Amsterdam, UK, Germany, Ghana, any part of Africa, any part of Europe, America, wherever you're watching us from, we say thank you so much for keeping watching us at this moment and keep watching us as well. We really appreciate the fact that you have spent your time with us. But don't forget to share. Tell your friend or a family member or friends and family, ask them to join us this afternoon so that they will also know what to do. Because this is the first time I'm having someone with the background of naturopathy. dealing with natural ways of healing without medicine. Yeah, I won't say without medicine, but without chemicals. That's how he put it. So it's very important for us to have him this afternoon with us. So please continue to stay tuned. Definitely, he will get back to us shortly. At this moment, we really acknowledge our viewers, and we also appreciate Auntie Abebio's daughter. Yeah, is celebrating her birthday today. Yeah, we wish you a happy, happy, happy birthday from the CEO of Richmond Media and all the staff from this station. We all wish you a happy, happy, happy birthday from Richmond workers. You know, it's great to have you and your mom supporting this program and also being part of this family. So, therefore, we wish you a great day. Enjoy the most of the day, and may the blessings of God be upon you. Thank you so much for joining us, our viewers. Please don't leave me alone here. Keep staying with me until Mr. Ackon joins us again from Ghana. It's the network because it's raining. So he told us, really pre-warn us that something like that can happen. So please bear with me. Don't leave me. I'm still with you. I know Sister Alberta also celebrating her birthday celebrated the birthday, so that was on the first. And Auntie Georgina celebrated her birthday yesterday. Georgina Atta from Ghana, we wish you a happy, happy birthday. She mostly watches us or watch us afterwards. Brother George Osubequin says, can you specify few examples of the natural ways from your conversation, please, Mr. Wuzubekin? When Brother Ackon comes along, I will ask him to clarify on her way of treating people through the natural ways, which we have to know much about that. Possibly he's calling himself back to us. So please, forgive us and keep watching us. Don't leave me alone on the platform. He will definitely come back again. So please stay with me and ask everyone, friends and family, to join me and join all of us as we continue to wait upon the Lord for Mr. Ackon. Anyway, we have to bring the program to an end if Mr. Ackon is not being able to join us. But before we go, are you transferring money from any part of the world to Ghana? I recommend you to download the app OA Pay Money Transfer. Download it and use it. Send money through OA Pay to Ghana. Is it for school fees? Is it for health problems? Is it for feeding? Whatever be the case, or are you on any project that you are stuck that you need money instantly? Why don't you use OA Pay and transfer money to Ghana? And your family member or whoever you are sending the money to will call to testify the good things that OA Pay can do. So please use the Richmond code that will give you £7 on your first transfer. With the code is RICHMO. Thank you so much. You know, God has worked in a mysterious way that we cannot understand. Mr. Ackon, welcome back to Richmond Media. You had a question before you return, and the question is coming from Brother George Wisubekwen. Says, can you tell us about some of the ways that you do your things or you heal people in the natural way, naturopathy? So how can you clarify that, because we need more understanding on it?
Okay, when you talk about naturopathy, naturopathy goes beyond chemical. So it's a course or it's a study where you heal with nature, everything nature minus chemical. That is what we call naturopathy. So the use of diet, the use of exercise, the use of the sunlight, the use of how you can use air, how you can use sunlight and co to heal someone. And that is what we termed as naturopathy. So by God's grace, I remember there was a time when someone was having
Please bear with us. It's very interesting.
when you so in naturopathy we are
Please, yeah, he's back. Please bear with us. It's the network from Ghana that is really.
Yeah, no problem. There is a book called Ministry of Healing. When you read Ministry of Healing, it says that let the physician teach the client that one, for healing to occur, one, the cause should be ascertained. Two, unlawful habit or unhealthy habit needs to be changed. Then three, you need to assist nature to do its excretory function. So for example, let's say that someone is suffering from fever or cold. Yes, or the asthmatics. I believe that's another thing that we will handle, different thing. Then you realize that your particular child is always suffering from feverish condition during the cold season. What is the cause that two children are there, but only your child has been suffering from cold always in the cold season? The reason is that educate. He says, as a nurse, I'm an educator. So what is the problem? During the hot season, the weather is so hot that more filth is able to come out as a form of sweat through the skin. But during the cold season, more filth are not able to come out through the skin as a form of sweat. Therefore, it happens within. And within the system, the liver is the largest organ, internal organ. So it will happen the filth. So when it overflows, then you start to exhibiting fever and cold. So if he's saying that assist nature or identify the cause, what am I doing? What is the cause? Let's say the person likes is inactive, is taking the refined sugary product and co, which will have us. Then when you want to assist, you need to create an atmospheric heat condition. Then we will tell you go and do full body steam bath. With a full body steam bath in Ghana here, we call it epunu, seupunu. Yeah. You boil the water. Then if you add essential oil to it, it becomes hydrotherapy. We are using water. Then if you add anything to give it scent, like when the COVID came, you see people were doing neem full body steam bath. The scent you will hear from that thing becomes aromatherapy, the use of scent in healing. So if the person be within that heat, covered with blanket, the sweat will come, you realize the fever will go down. What is the reason? The reason is that you are allowing the skin to be able to bring out the fuel the liver want to excrete out in a form of sweat. Then if it's build up of phlegms or mucus within the lungs, that is causing the coldness. As you are inhaling the vapor, it will be melting the mucus. Then you realize that anyone who has properly done full body steam bath before, immediately you finish, you begin to bring out phlegms, and that is natural expectorant. And we have so many things that we will go about it. So the use of diet, the use of water in any form, the use of air you breathe, even air you are breathing, the way you are breathing, even exercise the lungs. And if your lungs is well exercised, it will help purify your blood. And when your blood is being purified and circulation is effective, there wouldn't be no diseases, because effective circulation will not lead to heart issues or numbness or anything. So this is the aspect I try to learn personally, so that I can impart on the client that will visit the hospitals, and my personal thing that I'm doing in terms of the evangelism as well, I'm doing.
Thank you so much, Brother Ackon, for giving us this in-depth explanation to that. There is another question from Maxi Myriad from Facebook. And Maxi says, can he really get us some evidence-based home remedies for the conditions you have discussed so far, proven remedies? And she or he continues to say that, can he get us evidence-based home? Oh, it's the same thing anyway. Yeah, so can you get us any evidence-based home remedies?
Okay, my
So
work,
what has been
my
researched?
you know, uh, the nursing is a general nursing. Then the medical missionary work, we give glory to God in everything that we are doing. But such an individual, when he contacts me, I will be able to let the person speak to so many people. That's number one. Number two, if that person is also suffering from a condition that seems that he's also hustling and delaying, that person too can call me, and it's a ministry. Then we will take the person through the history. Per our job that we do as nurses, you cannot do anything without a reason or a rationale towards that. Therefore, you need to be able to ascertain causes. So such an individual, I want that person, if the person is also suffering from a condition or know someone suffering from a condition, he can give me a call. I will sacrifice and assist that person. Then he understand and appreciate nature. But I'm not a fan of people just giving testimonies out there but such individual that individual who is suffering from any condition, by God's grace, since as a nurse, you need to be an educator. You need to be part of the health team. You need to be a counselor. As a nurse, you need to also be a researcher and also be innovative to bring out new ideas. That's how, even currently where I'm working now, I'm now tracing some people. Then we are educating people on certain non-communicable diseases. Because now you and I bear witness that now non-communicable diseases are in the rise than the communicable disease. And now it has been a burden of when you go to every district and code, they are now campaigning against the non-communicable disease. And that's what I'm doing as well, voluntarily, to a point that I even organize some community health evangelism, so that we will be abreast and updated with what we are doing, that we seems or unknowingly we might not be having an idea that this is the main cause of my condition. But if by God's grace we are able to know that this and that is what is causing my disease, when you take the medications they have prescribed to you, by God's grace, you have a perfect healing. And when you are healed, it means as a nurse or as healthcare team, we've achieved a result of healing. And that's the only thing.
Thank you so much, Brother Ackon. So, how do you combine nursing and evangelism together?
David said something in Psalm 139, verse 14, he said, I will praise thee, God, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Therefore, combining the two is the same thing, because the healer is God. If I'm coming from the house to work, to my shift, the prayer I prayed, you will not understand. So if I'm attending to a client, the prayer I prayed, you will not understand. Why? Because you see, when you come to the practice, there have been some cases where a doctor can see someone today and will say, oh, tomorrow I'll come and discharge. By the time you come tomorrow, that person is dead. Then you have another case who is very severe that you say, oh, this one, 2 hours crowd will not wreck the person. By the time you come tomorrow, the condition has changed exactly. Therefore, I have realized that if I'm a Christian, and God is saying that I need to minister at every point I see myself, then if I'm a nurse, then I know that in the healthcare team, anyone who comes have the confidence in you. So instead of to do any negativity, then I'll channel to let the person get hope. And the hope comes from God, because in Exodus 15:20 he says that I am the Lord, thou healest. So I'm able to combine because my teacher in the medical field is Jesus Christ, and he has spelled everything out there for us.
Thank you so much, Brother Ackon. If someone wants to become like you, what is the journey? Is like, what course can the person study? Or where can the person pass to get to this far? Or
Okay,
what
you
the
know,
person do in order to get to where you are? I think that clarifies it.
okay, so before you want to get something, you need to one have a vision or a vision. What will I want to do at this stage, at this end? Then the next one, you need to develop passion for such thing. You see, this nursing job, as I am saying now, it's not easy. It's not easy. Even the nursing alone is not easy. Rather than combining the natural aspect with at the same time with the gospel, it's not easy. So you need to one be someone who have passion for what you want to do, and that one, by God's grace, you can also achieve it. Number two, you need to be able to pass through the BCE exams, SHS exams, and pass. When you pass, you can buy the form for the nursing. Then when they pick you, you are through. The only thing is that whenever you enter, you are by God's grace picked. When you enter into it, develop the passion. Then have a positive mind that you are going to work on different kinds of people who comes to you. But to be able to achieve a good result, you need to also have a positive mind towards that. And by God's grace, you will be able to achieve. What helped me again is that I realized that in some lifestyle modifications, I was not learned deeply. Therefore, as a general nurse who want to use nutrition to help my client, because I don't want to give false information out there, by God's grace, I'm always able to identify some holes at a particular place. Then I reach the resource personnel. So I'm a nurse here, but I'm able to travel to some nutritionists to study under them. I'm able to communicate with them. Some conditions I'm able to call. Then I'm a nurse. I'm able to communicate to some naturopathic doctors for guidance. I'm a nurse. I'm able to communicate with some medical missionaries who have passed through successfully and are working. Some have worked for 20 years and in only naturopathy. I'm a nurse. I'm able to link with those who are using herbs so that I'll be able to also learn deeply so that when I go in terms of any form, either evangelizing or sending my public health message out there, and someone is also doing error, I will have knowledge about whatever the person is doing to be able to correct such individual. But if I stand somewhere and I don't know the herbs the person is using, how the person is drinking water, then I say, hey, stop drinking water. No, I need to learn so that I will be like Paul said, I joined those worshiping the idols. And I was able to identify that they have one God that they have titled the God you do not know. And he used that thing to teach them. So I always, as I'm here now, I've been able to travel to so many people, resource personnel, qualified personnel, and that has been guiding me. So you need to be also alert to learn more on your own, because it doesn't matter, you don't have money to go to the naturopathic school, almost 300 million plus, but you have the resource personnel there. How are we approaching them? And we have books. As an Adventist, we have health books, and I've been reading them. And when we are applying them at the workplaces, the result out there is fantastic. So if you want to become like this, you need to sacrifice that this is what you want to do, and you want to do in glorification to God. That's how the person can become more than where I am heading towards to, or above what I'm also doing.
Thank you so much, Brother Ackon. We cannot stop thanking God and thanking you as well for making it possible. Though there were some difficulties from the network from Ghana,
Sure.
but yet still God has made it perfectly for us. And I'm very happy that our viewers have gotten something from this conversation with you. How, at least, even if we've heard nothing today, we know that there is something called naturopathy, which most of us didn't know about it. And I'm sure people would love to follow your steps. Those who are interested in learning naturopathy, and if they want to contact Mr. Ackon, just call us from Richmond Media and we will
Sure.
be able to reach Mr. Ackon for you, whoever is
Exactly.
watching us. So, Mr. Ackon, do you have any final word for our viewers this afternoon?
Okay, thank you. I want to thank God for if his will, he surely let things comes to mind. Then also, I know that it was God's will, but there was challenges, but he was able to see us through. My last thing for us all is that life is not easy out as people claim or want it to be out there. So we need to have a focused mind and remember that life is like pencil. You know, we have 2B pencil, we have color pencil, and we have HB pencil. Each has its purpose. But at the end, the result will be like, oh, it has a nice drawing or it has a nice sketch, the result. So be in your lane. Don't compare yourselves to different person. You are unique on your own. Amidst every difficulties, try to face the challenge and try to overcome it. Don't limit yourself with one challenge for other challenges to add up, and always to let begins to think outside our box, not only within our box. And by thinking outside our box, it will open our scope to learn more. And above all, never neglect God in your beginning of everything. And when things seems going well with you too, never neglect him. And the results will speak for itself in the glorification to his name, but not to the glorification of your name. So that's what I want to tell our viewers and our listeners for today.
Thank you so much, Brother Ackon, Sister Maz, whoever. I'm not sure who the person is. Maz Myriad says, kindly get him back to add up to the medical knowledge we gain. So that's, we know our option. Don't worry, he will definitely be back on this platform. Even if he's not back on from the beginning, he will be back with us on the health issues. So please keep on watching all the programs that we bring to you from this platform, and I'm sure you will have something from it. You will enjoy it, and whatever knowledge and skills that you will gain from this platform, you'll be able to share with your friends and family, so that someone who is stuck out there, doesn't know what to do, will be able to step back on his or her track in order for him to be successful or to get to his or her destination. My name is Hanna Bimah, and I say thank you so much for spending your time with me and my guests this afternoon. May the good Lord continue to bless all of us as we wait upon him yet for another week, the same time next week from the beginning. Have a blessed week. Thank you.
Cristo vogia, descedo a me. Se mi gente fosse, você me vogia no sul, ma vogia refrina com sino a. Me a fé de tremenia minha mão, mas como Shishewo echikwan Semitia siak mitimao Semi wumpa mi umao Kosi sewu bepwewa hinimu Fisewa yebia mami Merin to me now I say Ura Yesu afetifa me fa me cry Service yourself Mitima Semi Wumpa Mihuma Consisemo Bepwewa Senhor.